Hello there, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
And we're tired,
Yep.
and we just wanted to share with you a little bit of progress, and we still got more stuff to do. But we got some stuff in the ground here, and I'm going to get more of this cage. Now, these are like intended to go and circle an individual plant, but we got 34 tomato and pepper plants in the ground. So that would be a lot of cages. But
Mm-hmm.
what I'm just going to do is get a few more of these, and then I'm just going to string twine straight on down the lines and a crisscross pattern. And this is, gosh, I don't know, what would I'd say, maybe 20 feet long and maybe about 6 feet wide. And kind of did it this way on purpose because I do have a ton of plastic. I have like 25 feet by 40 feet of 6 millimeter greenhouse plastic that I plan on using, and maybe we'll get some more in. And that has gone up in price a lot. Everything's going up in price rapidly, as many of you guys know. So 34 tomatoes and pepper plants. We got like a whole bunch of different peppers in there. There's serrano, there's jalapenos, there's poblanos, there's yellow, green, and red bell pepper. Um, there's some I never even heard of before. There's some Anaheim, there's some Cubanelle, and then a bunch I had never even heard of before. It was kind of a banner year for
Mm-hmm.
variety of pepper plants.
Yeah, it sure was. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can hardly wait to see these guys come in. Mike is such a fabulous cook, so whatever he cooks, it always tastes extra good.
Well, thank you, sweetie. And then we got in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We got in 14 squash and watermelon and cantaloupe. I still got 7 more to plant. So that'll give us 21 squash, watermelon, cantaloupe. And I think there's a couple honeydews in there. So they're right along this line too. This is where the greenhouse was. You know, the more I think about it, the more I probably will end up making a wood frame that's going to last. And, just building it in this area, pretty good size. It would be worth it in the long run. We got some netting that we're going to be putting up. So as you see those frames over there, we're going to be making frames even a little bit sturdier than those. They did fine through the storms in the winter. But we're going to be building a little bit bigger ones. As you can see, I got some wood out here that we're going to be utilizing to build some frames down in rows. Where we got the grape plants right here. There's 4 grapes, the 3 figs around the back. Well, I'm going to, definitely cover the grapes up, cover up the raspberries and the blueberries, and then the blackberries as well, and use the netting. And then we did get in the background there, that's the nectarine tree we got in the ground. So the nectarine tree's in. I still have another pear tree to put in, so we have 3 pear. And then we also have a, what was the other one?
Peach.
Peach. Yes, another peach. And I'd like to get a few more, but what I'm going to have to do is cut back some of the branches here, which I did take down a few, and we're going to take down more just along this side, which is facing the south. So we will be taking down some of that so we get more sun back in there. And you can see the kids are in the background playing. They
Mm-hmm.
play pretty much nonstop. Play, sleep, eat, repeat.
Yeah, they're on that autopilot thing.
Yeah, it's amazing too. Sassy's, again, she's like 12 pounds. Rama's like 60 pounds now at 4 months old, and she's the boss.
Yes,
Sassy
she
is
is.
unequivocally the boss.
Mm-hmm.
So we just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, we want to basically make it so that EEARTS is going to be more on the spiritual side of things. We'll have the homesteading stuff, the gardening stuff more on the EEARTS side as well. Evolutionary will be the news. We'll probably split between both of them as far as going deeper into the mysteries and, things like the Kybalion, which we might revisit, a lot of the different philosophies. You know, one of the things that always hits me is like when people, because of our upbringing and everything, when people feel like the traditional fundamentalist thing isn't fitting them anymore, they're growing outside of that box. Where do we go? A lot of times they'll gravitate towards Gnosticism, or they'll take a look at the Kabbalah, start to study the Kabbalah, Western Hermeticism, things like that. And they won't automatically go to the Eastern philosophies, which I think are just so much more mind expanding on the whole than obviously what we get with the fundamentalist point of view. Again, it's to me, and I just have to be totally honest, when we're looking at the world from a fundamentalist viewpoint, it's just like looking at all the mainstream news and believing it. It's like looking at the election results and trusting in them. It's kind of, I view it all on the same lines. And once we start to wake up, we can't look at it in a fundamentalist point of view reasonably. It just doesn't fit. Like say believing in a literal Adam and Eve, and that original sin is about eating an apple, and that whole thing. And then of course you could expand, and as you expand, the natural thing is to read things like the books of Enoch. But again, I don't think it's necessarily getting people outside of the box. I think it's still in the box. And there's a lot more we can do. We can go a lot deeper than that.
And we're going to, and we will. So I was talking to Mike today. A lot of people want to go in deeper and understand, understand why we need to question the Bible and question our belief systems. And I just thought it would be fun to have a little deeper discussion about that at some time and point. So people, one thing we run into a lot is when we work on people, they're alone. They have no one to talk to. They have no one to share anything with. And, maybe having a way where people could connect with other people could help us move into these times with a new way to process things.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so much to uncover and so much clarity to bring. And again, everybody I'm sure is pressed for time, and everybody it's go time. You got got to get the plants in the ground. Now is the time. Just think about it. 2 organic peppers. Typically, when I've been getting them, 2 organic peppers are like $4 or $5. Mm-hmm. That's so expensive. When you can go and plant a plant like these, and gosh, last year I don't know how many peppers I was getting off of each plant.
And collect the seeds too. So
and they're heirloom, or they're organic heirloom. Then again, you just want to salvage the seeds and then repeat next year and expand upon it. Everything that brings us freedom is obviously under attack. Yeah. And again, being able to grow your own food, collecting rainwater. I mean, it's insanity that that's against the law in some places. It's insanity that you have to be on the grid. I think a lot of people are waking up and realizing, we've never really truly been free in like the last 5,000 years or so. All of the recorded history that we know, we've never really been free. This has always been a big illusion, as far as the illusion of freedom. And people are waking up to that fact. But when they still cling to vestiges of it, they're still in the box, and you never know. There still could be boxes that Cindy and I are still in that we are not even aware of. But it's always being able to realize, oh my gosh, I'm still in a box. Hello, time to get out of this one.
That's so true. When you're able to allow yourself to learn different things, to discover something new, and when you put yourself in a place of wonder, a place of wonderment, and just stay there almost like a child, I think that's where we can give our most expansion. We almost want to stay in that spot as much as possible.
Yeah, and we had clients today as well, and then I realized just when I thought I was done with all the peppers and the tomatoes, I see one in a pot that I forgot, and I missed it. Okay, so we got 35 tomato and peppers. And yeah, I'm a pepperholic too, because I think you can achieve so many different flavors with different spices.
Oh, and they're so
It's
healthy.
just wonderful. Yeah, and they're loaded with nutrition.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So yeah, more work to do, and we got other stuff to put in the ground, and then we have to put together the raised bed and get some lettuce going. I should have done that a while ago, but we've just been busy with one thing after another,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm sure all of you guys are right now too.
Yes.
So as always, guys, thank you for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. Like, share, subscribe. We wish you the best with your endeavors as well. Much love. God bless and namaste.
Namaste.